Hi folks, this is Rose from In Rose's Garden. Unfortunately, I'm not quite up to par, but hey, we're getting there. So what we're going to make today is a really simple pair of earrings. If we have time, maybe we'll make a matching necklace. But I'm not sure. We'll see. So anyway, let's turn down and we'll work on our earrings. So these are the beads for our earrings. And what we're going to do is we're going to put on one of these little tiny daisy spacers. Then this beautiful 12 millimeter crystal. It's a rondelle. Look at the flash in that, isn't it pretty? Then we're going to put on one of these double bead caps. The red. Another double bead cap. And this smaller crystal. Now I believe I have, yes, there it is. I also have a little bead cap, daisy spacer for the top. So there's what our earring is going to look like. Might as well get the other one strung up. Now we're going to just wrap these up and put them on these little posts. But I'm not going to put them directly on the post, and this one just lost its daisy spacer. I'm not going to put these directly on the post. I'm going to jump ring them on. I do that generally because a lot of times people have different preferences for their ear wires. I mean, some people like the kidney wires. Some people like the regular regular little wires. I prefer latchbacks if I'm going to use wires. Some people don't like posts, which is what I'm going to put on here. So, you know, it's just a matter of preference. And because I know this anymore, at one point I used to always put my earrings on, directly on. And then I discovered, like I say, that some people just don't like those earrings, and you might want to change them. So if you might need to change them, put them directly on to, put them on a jump ring instead of directly onto the earring. Stop moving around. Oh, come on. Tuck in there. There we go. Stubborn one didn't want to go in. And it also dropped to the side a little bit. See how it's over to this side too a little bit? So I'm going to put my pliers in here. In fact, I'm going to get my bell making pliers back out and put those in there and then move it a little bit, because that way it won't lose its shape so much when you turn it over. So there's this one. Now I just need to get a jump ring to put this on. In the meantime, let's do the second one as well. So we'll just grab it and wrap it up. Stubborn thing. And we'll tuck this baby in. And this again is sort of lopsided here. So we're going to try and get our bell making pliers in again. And this time they don't really, it doesn't seem to want to go into our loop as well, unfortunately. So we may not be able to get it in, but we can try and straighten it some anyway. So there we go. Now we just need to get a jump ring and put these little guys onto their posts. Now I could use a Tinky Tot, but I will probably just, well, maybe I will use a Tinky Tot. They're right here. I think that these are big enough that they'll work. And we'll find out here in just a second. Through this baby, and then onto our ear wire. Now this has no particular front and back, obviously, so you can go either way. As far as you don't have to worry about going in one particular direction. Now, these pretty earrings will be nice for Christmas or any time you're wearing red. So, or even if you want to wear black or gray or white, they would also work. So that's one reason why I frequently do not make my earrings or any other things generally specifically to go to either you know, red and green, so that it's very specifically for Christmas. Because you may really love it and you don't want to just wear it at Christmas time. You might like to think of them as being at other times. So there's the earrings. Pretty little pair of earrings, aren't they? So my next thing I'm going to bring out is pieces to make. This is going to be, this part here is going to be a pendant on this relatively simple necklace. And this particular necklace is one I have set up to make into a kit. Now, I'm not going to make very many, only about 10 maybe of the kits to make this necklace. So, and I haven't got them set up on my Etsy shop yet, but I am going to. But in the meantime, what we're going to do here is we're going to just make this piece exactly the same as the earrings are. And this is our, there it is. This is our pendant piece. So we're going to take this piece and we're going to put it on the bail here. Up and over and around, bring it down, bring it around, bring it over. And then we're going to wrap this up. And we will take one of our jump rings I have in here. I think I have 2 medium ones. This is for the back. Here's our chain that we're going to use. There's our lobster claw. I should have 2 of these medium-sized ones, one for here and one for the back. So now I'm not going to have kits for the earrings, mainly because I don't have enough of these beads. But I am going to have about 10 kits for this necklace. If it's one you are interested in making, I will put those in my Etsy shop later, but not right now. Now, I've got 2 bails. I can use this one, or I can use this one. This is the one that's going to be in the kit. This is the one that I was just debating using other than that. You know, I think I'm just going to use this one, just like the one that's going to be in the kit. Now, everything to make this will be in the kit. The jump rings, the bail, all the beads. So if it's something you're interested in, like I said, I'm planning on making up 10 kits to put in my Etsy shop, but I haven't got them made yet. So if it's something you would really like to have done or to do, then please let me know. So this is our chain. We only have a foot because we're going to be making some breaks in our chain. It's of course going to go on. Now you could just make it just have a chain, but I'm only putting 12 inches in the kit, and that's because I'm going to cut the chain here and here about 1 inch. Then we'll put our bead strand, then another inch, another bead strand, and so on and so forth. So what we're going to do is we're going to, I've got 6 pieces of wire here. So we're going to do these up. We're going to do a wrapped loop here on this end, and well, of course, we'll do a wrapped loop on the other end too. And then I have, as well as the beads I need, you'll see there's some little tiny Tinky Tot jump rings in here. Those are going to be to hook the bead strands that we're making, there'll be 3 on either side, onto our chain. So what we'll do here first, we're going to just sort of do a assembly line here for a little bit. And what we're going to do now is just do the wrap it around and over, bring it down, bring it around, and sort of lollipopper shape. And we're going to do that with all of them. Once we get this done, we will wrap these and trim any excess off. And then I'm going to string on our beads. And like I said, we're going to have 6 bunches, 3 for each side. And then we'll finish up making these pretties. And once we're done making our pretties, we will cut our chain and start putting it together. So now we want at least 2 wraps, 3 if I gave myself enough. but it's not supposed to come out of my pliers like that. Dang, girl, why can't you hold on to this tonight? Hopes it's wrapping around its buddy there. We don't want that. This one is being very difficult. And I don't know why. It's not like it's anything out of the ordinary. Let's trim this little teeny bit off here and tuck it in. Well, let's hope the others behave a little better than this one did. But what we're going to do with these is we're going to put on one of the crystals here, three spacers, 2, 3, the red one, 1, 2, 3, and another crystal. So it'll look like so. And then we're going to want this to wrap the same way, so we'll bring this down here and bring it over. And then we'll just put it aside till we get our next ones done. Boy, the way these are behaving, I'd think it was a thicker gauge wire than it is. But I know it's 20 gauge because I cut it. Now the next stage is, of course, to wrap these up. So we'll get out our bell making pliers, up and around and over, bring it down, bring it around. And so we'll do that with all 6 of these. To wrap up these 6 just like the other side. So we'll grab it and start wrapping these. We want our ends to be going the same way, and this one is. So now we'll wrap a couple more here. So there's 2 of them. Now we'll just do the other 4 just the same way. Okay, I now have all of them all wrapped up, and we need to start on our next phase, which will be cutting our chain in the desired lengths, and then we will put our links in between up the row some, like so. Now, our chain is only 12 inches. However, these are about 1 inch, and there are 6 of them. So once they all get in there, and actually they're about 1.5 inches, so when they're all in there, it's going to be like about 19-20 inches. So let's get going and decide how long we're going to make our chain. And what I have sort of decided is that we're going to have 2 inches for around the base piece here. And then we're going to cut them at 1 inch intervals so that we have everything right at 1 inch. And like I say, 1 inch, even though we're going to cut 2 inches here, because this piece is going to be in the middle. So let's get our 2 inches cut here. Just going to be about right here. So we'll cut that off. And then we're going to take the rest of the chain out here. And now what we're going to do is we're going to open up the first of our jump rings and put it on this hunk of chain on this one side. Then we'll swing it through and put one on the other side as well. So let's start with this one. Just get a jump ring here. Now I'm using Tinky Tots. If you feel you need a larger one, and you're doing this on your own, then of course you can use a larger one. I'm putting Tinky Tots in the kit, so if you are getting a kit, then it will have Tinky Tots in it. So there's the one side, and then what we want to do, of course, is swing it through our bail, and then we're going to get another jump ring open. And just grab one of our other ones and put it on. So now we have two pieces of our pretties in here. So now we need to cut another 1-inch section, well, two 1-inch sections actually, and when it comes right down to it, it'll be 4 1-inch sections. And then whatever's at the end will be at the end. So let's put you aside for right now, and we'll cut another 1 inch. So that's about right here. And then I'm going to take my awl and grab hold of one end of our chain here and put the other end of this chain here, and we're going to go down and we're going to cut there's 1 and 2. Now we'll cut 2 more. Oop, one fell off. Have to put that back on to make sure we got it the same length. And we do. And we need one more. Sorry for the sniffling. Okay, now this is what's remaining. It's going to go in the back. So we'll worry about that once we get all of our odds and end pieces on here. So first things first, of course, we're going to get a couple more of our Tinky Tots. Grab one of these chain pieces. But before the chain piece, we want to, well, we'll get the chain piece too. We're going to attach to one of these ends, and then to one of these chain pieces. So our last step here is we have to, or well, next to last step, we need to then cut this piece in half and put it on either side. It looks like I may be shy one little jump ring, so I'll have to get one more out. I said one more. So we'll put this on the either side of the chain onto our awl, and then we'll roll our fingers down till we get to the end, and then we're going to cut it in half right at the middle link. So now we have these two, it's probably about 2 inches, maybe a little more left, and then we're going to hook that on to our the ends of our last set of beads, one on either side, one, And then the other one. Now this one isn't quite closed, so I need to wiggle it a bit till it is. There we go. And I've also noticed as I was putting these together that some of our components are tipped a little bit. So I want to go in, see this one is right here, and I want to take this and bring it up straight as much as possible anyway. That one looks good. This one's a little that way. Okay. Now we'll do the same on this side. See if I have any tipped ones. That one's all right. Those look pretty good. And that looks pretty good. So now we're at our hardware point. So all we need to do to finish this baby up is to take this large jump ring and put it on one side of our chain here. And close it up. And again, it didn't want to close all the way. So I'm going to take both pair of pliers and work it forward with a little bit of forward motion till I feel them scrape together. So there's one side. And then we'll take this medium size jump ring. We're going to open it up and put it on the other side with our lobster claw. Now I'm putting these on jump rings. Well, in this case, they need to be anyway because they're on a chain. But even if I was just putting this on straight beading wire, I would put a jump ring with my lobster claw. And that is because the lobster claws can break. So, it's working fine. So now we'll put this through here. And there is our little pendant necklace all finished. Very cute, but pretty elegant. Will be perfect for Christmas, but it could go every day. So there is our necklace, and this is the earrings we finished earlier. So now let's see how long our necklace ended up being when it was finished. So here's our ruler. Guess it would help if I had it sitting the right way. And so it looks like it's about 22 inches all total. So we added 10 inches to our chain, it looks like. So there is our necklace, all finished. And there's our earrings to match the pendant portion of it down below. So now, if, like I said, this necklace, not the earrings, just the necklace, is the kit I plan on putting on my Etsy shop this week. So I'm only going to have 10, but if you're interested, that's something to look for. I have not priced what it will cost us yet, but there is that to think about. So anyway, there is our necklace. So anyway, that's our necklace and earrings for today. There's our earrings. Not nearly as long as I usually make them, but a very simple, pretty, elegant little pair of crystal and red glass earrings. And then, of course, our necklace to go along with, which is just a pretty gold chain with breaks in it to put in the beaded sections. And then the pretty pendant that matches exactly the earrings. Isn't that gorgeous? Now, as I said, this is red glass and little crystals. This is a bigger crystal, obviously, down here at the bottom. And it has some nice flash to it. Like I say, this is going to go into my Etsy shop as a kit. I think I only have enough beads, though, to make 10. So that's what we're going to do. So there we go. Isn't that pretty? This has been Rose from In Rose's Garden, and we have been making a beautiful pair of earrings and a necklace that match. I hope you enjoyed making these with me. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.